Hello, my name is Lauryn Kirkpatrick, and this is my weather observation for Unit 4 versus the National Weather Service observation. This is for Class ATM F101X UX1, Weather and Climate of Alaska. My site location is East Fairbanks and east of the UAF campus, behind my home in a courtyard setting. We have housing and buildings from the east, south, and west of us, and to the north is the Chena River and a wooded area. As we pan out further, we can see that we are indeed on the east part of Fairbanks and east to the UAF campus. The Tanana River is to the south, and surrounding the city is Greenland areas and wooded area. As we pan out further, we can see the Alaskan mountain range to the south, and to the southeast is the city of North Pole. As we pan out to the whole state of Alaska, we can see that we are just southeast of the center of Alaska. My National Weather Service data location is at the Fairbanks International Airport. My observations were taken at about 4:45 p.m. from February 6th to February 10th of 2019. On February 6, 2019 at 4:45 p.m., we had a temperature of 14.3 degrees Fahrenheit. There was moderate cloud coverage and a wind speed of 2 to the south. On February 7, 2019 at 4:45 p.m., we had a temperature of 12.6 degrees Fahrenheit with little to no cloud coverage with a wind speed of 1 to the south. On February 8th, 2019 at 4:45 p.m., we had a temperature of 23 degrees Fahrenheit. We had little to no cloud coverage, and the wind was going 3 miles per hour to the southeast. On February 9th, 2019 at 4:45 p.m., we had a temperature of 20.3 degrees Fahrenheit with moderate cloud coverage with a wind speed of 2 miles per hour to the southeast. And finally, on February 10th, 2019 at 4:45 p.m., we had a temperature of 21.1 degrees Fahrenheit with moderate cloud coverage and a wind speed of 1 mile per hour to the south. During my week of observations, we did not have any precipitation on any of the days. The max temperature for my week of observations was 24.1 degrees Fahrenheit, and my min for my week of observations was a 9.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Looking here is the National Weather Service plot of temperatures, and it has my plot of temperatures on with it. My observed temperatures do go very well with the plot. We can see each day decreasing and increasing with the National Weather Service plot very nicely, especially our last 2 points. As you can see, the temperature decreased very much during the later hours of the day and earlier hours of the day, but they met at the same point that they would have at 4:45 p.m. So our plots are looking very nicely accurate and close together. Here we can see our pressure plot for our week of observations. We begin our observations on February 6th, so that's what we're going to be looking at today, from the 6th to the 10th. From February 6th to February 9th, we see an increase in our pressure. We then see a decrease from February 9th to February 10th midday, and then we see an increase from midday on February 10th to where it ends on February 11th. Our pressures that we have observed go with the plot very well, except I would like to see more of a increase on the 10th, where the National Weather Service had theirs increase. Ours does not increase as well. But other than that, they are pretty close. Citing the actual values of these days from the National Weather Service on the 6th, they had 1020.3 MB for the pressure. On the 7th was 1024. On the 8th was 1029.7. The 9th was 1029.7, and the 10th was 1017.9. So we see that decrease in there as it's increasing the whole time and decreases on the 10th. We see our maximum pressure was on February 9th, and the minimum is on February 10th. We will now begin to look at the TV weather observations from the National Weather Service starting on February 6, 2019. Our location is where the blue arrow is located on the state of Alaska. The features on this map, you can see the mountain range. You can also see a mixed front, a warm front, and a cold front. You can also see an area of high pressure and an area of low pressure. Here is where the area of the pressures has moved up to where we are, like I was talking about before. Our location is still where the blue arrow is on the state of Alaska, but we have an area of low pressure to the northwest of us, to the west of us, to the southwest of us, and to the south of us is an area of high pressure. We see a warm front is north of us, and right on top of us there is also fronts to the west, southwest, and southeast of us, also with a mixed front. On February 8th, we are in the same location with our blue arrow on the state of Alaska. Our fronts have moved, but we still have the warm front close to us coming from the northwest. This is also a reason why our wind was going towards the south to southeast, is because that front was pushing it. Here we have our location with our blue arrow once again. We have an area of high pressure to the east of us and to the south of us. The cloud coverage has came in more now than it has in days past, which we see in our observations. And we see the front, again, is to the west of us, with a low pressure system right near that. On February 10th, we can see the cloud coverage again has came to us, which shows the moderate cloud coverage that we are getting in our observation. We can see to the west and southwest of us another warm front coming in. An area of low pressures to the south, an area of high pressures to the east, and to the north and northwest are low pressure systems. And that was my weather observation for Unit 4 versus National Weather Service observations. Thank you.